Hello, everyone. First and foremost, I want to just tell you what a pleasure, an honor, and a privilege it is to be your city manager. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about our purpose, our mission, our why, our values, and really what drives us every day to serve our public. And I really think it all starts with a high quality of life for everyone in Grand Prairie. Regardless of income level, demographics, everyone should be able to have a high quality of life, and that really requires us to pull together. And I think as we move through together in our mission of public service, I think everything should be really predicated on our values. First, let's talk about service. Our core focus should be serving our public, highly responsive when they have a problem or an issue, try to anticipate issues before they become problems, and really go that extra step. Once we've helped our citizen, ask them, what more can we do to help you? I think our second value is people. What is our most valuable asset of any organization, and this organization is our people. You all are the most important thing to me. Every day, every budget year, my first priority, along with our deputy city managers, is to take care of our employees. We want to keep you all whole and healthy and happy. We want to create an outstanding work environment where you know you're supported and appreciated. And every year we know you have to provide for your families. How do we give you that cost of living adjustment and increase that you so much deserve? We expect you to work hard, but you're in the people business along with me. People, we're a team. Our people of the organization, we're a team. Nobody in this organization is more important than anyone else. We all serve a purpose, we all pull together, and we'll continue to do great things for our city. I want to make sure that we hang on to our culture. I think we've established an outstanding employee culture. I know that our elected officials greatly appreciate staff and all that we do for them. So I want to make sure that we continue that team approach and do it with a high level of integrity, our last value. The two things that I will never, ever tolerate are laziness and unethical behavior. Our citizens are counting on us to work hard for them. So let's do that, and let's do it in the right way. But let's also have fun at work. It's okay to have fun at work. We're going to spend more than half of our waking hours here at work. So I know that I plan to have fun every day, and I hope that you do too. I've been blessed for 37 plus years to be a public servant. I have a passion for service, and every Monday I come in looking forward to the work day. I don't want any of our employees to come in on Monday morning already thinking about Friday afternoon. One of the great things about public service is it's so fulfilling. The more that we put into our profession, the more that we get out of it. So again, work hard, but let's have fun. Teamwork, everyone matters. I want us to be highly responsive to our citizens. Let's maintain and improve that level of responsiveness. I want to make sure that when our citizens call us, they can actually speak to a person. Good luck in trying to get a hold of somebody at the state and federal level, but our citizens should know that when they need something, they have a problem, an issue, or a question, they can count on us to answer that phone call or be at the counter to help them with their issue or their problem. I want to continue to look at how do we reduce bureaucracy and improve processes. I think far too long government has gotten a free pass on timeliness and bureaucracy, and I just don't subscribe to that theory. If we're not efficient and effective in the private sector, we're called out of business. So we should be no different in the governmental sector. I want us to be very nimble and quickly moving, be very responsive and very efficient in that level of service to our citizens. And I want us to listen to the shop floor. And what I mean by that is, in my career, most of the great ideas that I've come across have really been from those that do the work. So your opinion, it matters. What you see and encounter during your day, it matters. I want to pay attention to you all out there doing the work where the rubber meets the road. You almost always have the best ideas on how to improve the workflow and the delivery of service. So know that we're going to listen and your opinion matters. Let's be proactive and innovative. I think good organizations do a great job of processing the work. I think great organizations do a good job at processing the work, but we also look at ways to how can we be more creative, more proactive, and more innovative to always strive for continual improvement. I don't want to frustrate everyone by always changing things or looking for new ways to do things. If it's not broken, we're not going to fix it. But if there's a way to do it better, then let's do it better and let's be innovative. That's what our citizens are counting on, is that we have that innovative and creativity for them. And then finally, community partnerships. I think we always have to remember in public service that our community sets the priorities, not us. We are there to give them our expertise and our areas of responsibility, but quite frankly, we need to listen to our community. We need to engage with our community partners, and we need to understand what their priorities are so we can accomplish the mission for them. So when we talk about goals and vision, I think it all starts really quite simply with one thing. Let's be the best. When I took over the police department in 2011, that was my goal then, and that's my goal now for the city. I do think we have the best police department in the country, along with the best fire department in the country. And let's not forget about all of our other departments. Let's not forget about that employee out fixing that broken water line at 2 a.m. in the morning on a February cold night. So let's be the best. And I think in order to be the best, we have to set goals. We have to look around and we say, okay, we're doing a great job, but how do we be better, and how do we set goals? How do we compete among ourselves to set those goals to be the best, not only for our citizens, but among our peers? Departmental collaboration goes back to what I mentioned earlier about teamwork. One of the things I appreciate the most in our staff is that you all collaborate. We work across departmental lines. We help each other to pull together to get the job done. Noticed and appreciated, and I always want to make sure that we maintain that collaboration. Let's attract, attain, and retain first-class economic development. We've got a lot of new development either coming into the city or that we're currently working on, and I think that's important to continue to work hard to get that first-class development for the vitality of our economy of our city. But in order to do that, we have to have great public safety, we have to have good roads, we have to have great services, because nobody wants to do business or visit a business in our city when they have to drive through potholes or their car gets broken into while they're shopping. So everything and everyone matters with that first-class economic development. I think we equally need to expend a great deal of energy on redevelopment. You know, in some of our areas of our city, they're older, and those commercial centers should be clean and safe as well. We can't just focus on the new stuff. How do we redevelop our older areas to give those citizens, again, that same quality of life that the citizens in the newer areas are experiencing? I think succession planning is another goal we should have. How are we developing those behind us to take our place? Day one at the police department, I started looking around who's going to be the next chief of police. I'm already looking around for who's going to take my job many years down the road. I want you all to do the same thing. Are you taking time to help develop those below you in the organization to eventually take your place? I think their goals should be your goals, and we work to help them achieve those goals. I want us to continue to focus on clean prairie. I think how things look matter. I don't want you to ever get used to the things in our city that don't look good. If they don't look good, what are we doing to clean them up or make them look better? I know that, almost 11 years ago when I got here, some things did not look good. We've repaired and fixed many of those things, but we still have work to do. I want a clean city. I want a city that everyone can be proud of. And when people visit our city, I want them to be walking away noticing, hey, this is a really clean, orderly city. I want us to continue to build and enhance the new image of Grand Prairie. We've come so far over the last 10 or 15 years. Let's continue to build on that. If it's not good enough for the new suburbs, it's not going to be good enough for us. Quite frankly, we've got the geography. We are in the middle of 8 million people in the Metroplex. So as we attract new business and redevelop our older areas, I want that image of Grand Prairie to only improve. We've come so far, and I want us to continue that forward momentum. I want us to maintain focus on customer service and our culture, as mentioned. We can never forget about that. I want us to operate as a private sector organization in terms of responsiveness, relationships, level of service, and return on investment. I want us to be seen as a leader among our municipal peers. I want us to be out networking with our other cities, gleaning new ideas from those cities, as well as sharing with them what we're doing. I want us to be a leader both internally and externally. And finally, I want us to continue to celebrate, highlight, and maximize diversity both internally and externally. One of the things I love most about Grand Prairie, we're diverse and we know how to celebrate diversity and not let it divide us. I want us to continue to celebrate and highlight these opportunities. So I've had the pleasure of meeting with most employees. Some of you I could not meet with because of your shift work. And I wanted to just put this video out to just highlight a few things that I've been talking about in the employee meetings. Most importantly, to tell you that I would not be here in this role without your support. I appreciate that. I promise you I will work hard every day to deliver to you what you deserve and expect out of a city manager. And as a team, I know that we will continue to soar to higher heights. Thank you all so much. I appreciate your service, and please stay safe.